think it's always an honor to be recognized by your colleagues. So I want to thank them first off. Go way back with a lot of these coaches. So yeah, it definitely is a humbling award. Um, you guys know what I'm going to say next, and that is this isn't because of Coach Beeman, that's for sure. It's because of my staff. It's because of these kids. It's because of the support I get at UH and from everyone that is involved with this and touches this program. So yeah, very very humbling, and I was excited also about a lot of the awards the kids got. Obviously, I can never be biased. I think that we should have gotten more, but that's just how I roll.
Just your thoughts on just the accolade that these wonderful players have gotten this year.
Oh, I think that the style of ball we play makes it very difficult for us to highlight a lot of players. Player of the year, we knew we weren't going to get one. I thought we might get two people on first team all conference. Unfortunately, we didn't. But I think that, having Daejah on first and Lily and Imani on second is, pretty amazing. We don't do anything selfishly with this team. Everything is very team oriented. There's not a lot of individualistic play. And so to get these kids awards is really hard at times. Um, I'm super proud of them. I know that each one of them is excited for the other, but I know also that their eyes are on the bigger prize, and that's where we're keeping our sights going into Friday's game.
Mention the eyes are on the bigger prize. Just how excited are you to be back in Las Vegas and having a chance to compete for the title?
Yeah, this is what you play for, right? You play for your conference, and you play for the tournament, and we've accomplished one of our goals, and so we're really excited to be here. We keep it pretty simple. How we travel and where we stay, and we just kind of stay off the beaten path, and that's what we want to do. It's a recipe that's worked well for us, so the kids like it. We're around each other a lot, and we try to do fun things. But again, it's business for this group, and so we're pretty excited to have the opportunity to try to repeat again.
Yeah, this is I mean your third time in your UH career and second time in the last 3 seasons winning this award. What is this is it this year's a little more special just with this group and what you guys have gone through, or is it kind of just you got more to do and achieve?
More to do and achieve. That's a no brainer there, right? I mean, it's I don't want to say we're going to be disappointed with any outcome, but I know what our goals are. This group has been amazing from the get go. What they've overcome as far as all the injuries, how they bonded together. Group of girls that some of these guys have been with me for 6 years, and so now to be back here and have a chance to repeat something amazing with them. Sometimes it just doesn't get any better as a coach until it does. I don't know if that makes sense, but I probably said that when I had the Amy Outwell group, how amazing and special, and you know, not taking anything away from the past teams because they've helped us get here. The past coaches have helped us get here. Gu and Dung, and all of those different people that you know have mattered in getting this program where it is.
Yeah, and is it safe to say, I mean, this is you guys going in as the one seed again, that the team kind of knows what the task at hand is and what they need to do to get where you want to be?
Even if we weren't number one, this team knows we did it last year, and that is very fresh in their minds. And there are enough kids on that team returning to understand what it took and what it felt like. So I don't really care. I mean, the bye is great, so I'm not going to say I don't care about our seed because we really wanted to win conference outright, and we did that. Um, but bottom line, this team knows what it felt like, and all of these kids are ready to experience that again.
Yeah, and last for me, could you just talk a little bit about Daejah? I know you've mentioned throughout the season how she likes to come off the bench to see, how the game's flows going, and especially the last little stretch that she's had. Could you just talk about her, the award, and going into the postseason?
Yeah, I think Deja wanted to be player of the year at some point during the course of the season, but Deja's never taken her eyes off winning a conference, title and getting back into the tournament and trying to do this for a third time. That kid has more championships than just about anybody. And it's a testament to how she plays in big games, how she's played down the stretch. Um, I think she wanted to see more of her teammates get different awards. it's a no-brainer that she was sixth player of the year with what she's done for us. And, chances are Daejah's going to want to come off the bench again next year. I mean, that's just the type of kid she is. And anything that's going to give her an edge to see the game more clearly, she's going to take. She's not wrapped up into the awards and starting and all of that. The kid wants to win, and she's going to do what she needs to do to make that happen.
Curious about with Imani, obviously, awesome with the second team selection, but also an all defensive team pick. Just was hoping you could talk a little bit about what her defensive impact is for your team, even just further than the blocked shots. I know she leads the team with like 1.2 per game and whatnot, but what more is it about her on that defensive end that makes her so special?
She's smart. I mean, a kid is incredibly basketball IQ smart. Um, and so she can do things because of her athleticism, her length, that a lot of people can't do. She sees what's coming. She understands rotations. She just goes and gets the ball. I think for a while she was fourth in the country in her defensive possessions, and that's pretty amazing. That every time she's involved with the possession on defense, she's getting a stop, fourth best in the country. So, pleased that she made the team. I think that when we did not have her on the floor, even though we won ball games, it was pretty obvious that we missed her at times. Um, she's just a great teammate. She makes everyone around her better, and I think it's pretty noticeable when she's on and off the court for sure.
And then you mentioned a little bit of disappointment about not getting multiple selections to the first team. Lily had a phenomenal year for you guys as well. What can you say about what her season was and the growth you saw from her, even despite maybe taking a step down, quote unquote, from first team to second team in honors?
I think we need to look at maybe expanding first team honors. I don't think there's a team in this conference that wouldn't want her a part of their program, period. She's a winner. She's coachable. She's growing her game and works harder than anybody on this team, getting in the gym and doing things, getting extra work in. I think having Coach Mitchell back is only going to help her growth. We're playing Lily at a point guard, and I honestly believe she's better at an off guard at times. And so, she's sacrificing a little bit of what she wants to do and where her comfort level is for this team. And down the stretch, I mean, she had amazing games for us. I'm not questioning anybody's votes. Everyone has to vote with their conscience for sure. But maybe we need to expand first team because I think she's absolutely a young lady who deserved to be on that team.
As far as just with Lily and how she's been able to play this year, just what do you feel is her ceiling with just her game and the expansion of how she plays?
I think for all of these young ladies, as they continue to grow and mature, it's about strength, it's about conditioning, it's about just getting a better understanding of the system, of their skill set. Like I said, she's in the gym more than any other player on this team, improving her one-on-one skill set, increasing her speed, her strength. And I think if she continues to do that in the off season, and then next preseason, it's only going to make Lily more hungry. And I really believe you'll see a different type of Lily next year, just more consistent in some of the things she already does incredibly well. We're going to have Jovi back, and they play really well with each other. And Jovi's a true point guard. And so I think that you put Jovi on the floor and you have players like, Daejah and Melani and, Lily around her, plus other players in the post. It's pretty special offense and a pretty special backcourt that we could have next year again.
To start, I mean, congrats. Just could you talk just about being named first team in six man of the year?
I'm definitely grateful for it, blessed for it. But if I'm being honest, I don't get too wrapped up in that stuff. I really care more about my team and winning a ring. I'd rather have a ring, honestly. It's also a team sport, so these individual awards, kind of celebrated with my family, but as a team, I'd rather celebrate a win, a championship with them.
How excited are you to be back in Las Vegas? I know you have your family and your friends there going to be cheering you on at the tournament. Just what your mindset is coming into the tournament.
Still stay focused. I already went to go see my family. They know that I didn't come out here for vacation. It's all business. Spend time with them already, seen my nieces and nephews, and I'll see them again on Friday after the game.
You mentioned last year's Big West tournament, how you felt like this team is coming. They don't know what to be, to be expecting. Just what you feel as just the team this year with the success.
I honestly still feel the same about it last year. I think we're gonna have the most healthiest team that we've had all year. For our few games that we have, especially with our posts coming back, both of our posts coming back. Um, I think the energy, the vibe, we're focused in the weight room, lifting really good in practice, shooting really good.
Just your thoughts on Imani Perez and Lily and just coach with all this big.
My my honest opinion is I feel like Lily should have got first team. She's not a second team player. She's honestly a player of the year type of player. It's been times where we've needed Lily and she's know that we needed her and she came through for us. Um, and again, it's not a one person team. So when she needs us, we're there for her. But most times when we tell Lily, do your thing, she comes out and does her thing.
Daejah, talk about the fact that you guys do have a little bit of time with the double bye, kind of how you guys are attacking that. Obviously, with the advantages of some needed time off to stay and get healthy, but also too to keep the hot streak that you guys have been on. How do you guys kind of balance that?
I wouldn't say conditioning, but conditioning really because just getting on the treadmill, getting your lungs pumping, getting your heart rate up just for a little bit, or even when we go to practice, we're not just walking through stuff, we're actually moving and going game speed. So we keep that in shape. Um, we lift weights on a regular. We still keep our same schedule. We Our Sunday was our day off. Other than that, we don't. That's that. Nothing has changed because we get a double bye.
Yeah, and coach said that you would say that about the awards, that you want to win the Big West Championship instead of really talking about the awards. So just to make that happen once again, what does this team need to do?
We just need to stay focused and honestly, if we had to play a championship tomorrow, I think we'd be ready to play tomorrow. Um, this team knows what we came to do, and everybody knows what mission we're on. And so I feel like everybody wants it. And because of that, we're focused and we're locked in and going to go watch these other teams, see if they put new plays in or what are they doing differently and how are they guarding some of the guards that are similar to us. It's more just film and everything.
Yeah, and could you talk just about, I know it's probably cliche to say, but you guys have done it before, so you kind of know what it takes. So just talk about that mentality and knowing that you guys have been here in this position just to keep doing the same thing that you have been for the last couple of years. Just talk a little bit about that.
It's more of not taking anybody lightly, no matter who we play, no matter what the record is, anything. It's more of just showing them we're still Hawaii and we're still coming out to play and to beat you no matter what. Um, we're putting a message out there for all the teams. We want a higher seed, honestly, going into the tournament when we do go to the tournament. It's just a lot of things, and it's more of us proving ourselves because again, we had a vote for third place at the start of season. And I think we went through adversity and we proved in the Big West that we're better than third place.
Yeah, and last one from me. Coach talked about that after the last regular season game to end, that you guys wanted to make a statement that you're not a third place team. So is that kind of something that's really up there for motivation for this team?
When we heard that, we were kind of like, we took it personal. Everything, anybody, well, not everything, but a lot of stuff that people say, we kind of we'll respect you, but we're gonna respect you on the court type of thing. We take everything personal and we're selfish. We're not sharing first place and we're not sharing a championship. So
Was hoping to get your thoughts on Imani's all defensive team selection and just kind of what she does to make your guys' defense even more impactful and dynamic. You kind of mentioned how nice it was to get the full collection of your bigs back before the regular season ended?
Imani's defense and her blocking definitely saves us and helps us. Her being able to, or us being able to know that if our defender beats us, she's right there and that we have to have her back. Her being able to guard a point guard, her being able to guard a guard. I don't think it's kind of hard to find a 6'4" person that's guarding a point guard that's faster and shorter than her. Um, she's proven herself these past 2 years on defense, and it's showing, and it helps us win games.
Yeah, just what are your thoughts on receiving those accomplishments?
I think it's a pretty big deal for me, especially defensive. I've been trying to work on defense, and then just putting in the work to get those titles is what it meant. So, still a lot of work to do, though.
You mentioned a lot of work that you guys have to do. Just how excited are you to be back in Las Vegas and be able to have, the double buys and to compete for the Big West Championship this year?
I'm pretty excited to be here right now. I think it's a big opportunity for our team to do something great. I mean, we've been doing great things so far, so why not continue that here and keep pushing?
Talk about keep pushing, just what your motivation is, and just what your mindset is coming into the games.
My mindset right now is just one step at a time. I can't think too far ahead. I think that's kind of the same thing with the team and then the coaches. Like we still have other little things to do before we can really get to like the big things and the big moments.
How are you feeling? You obviously suffered that injury at Long Beach. You made the return in that final game. How was your bounce back, and how are you feeling physically ahead of the tournament?
I feel great. I've had a lot of help from the team, coaches, and obviously our athletic trainer has been doing great. But I just think the game gave me some more confidence in getting back. I just needed an extra game under my belt, I guess, before we got here. So I'm comfortable.
And then you guys finally had you, Jackie, and Brooklyn all active on the same night. How nice was it to kind of see all three of you playing together, like you said, just to kind of get a feel for it ahead of the Big West tournament?
It's kind of like a powerhouse, honestly. Like you have all three of us back, all three different levels of like scoring and everything. So it's kind of harder to guard now, and it's pretty exciting that we're all together and we can build that chemistry with one another now.
Yeah, and you guys, I mean, have had a really good stretch to end the regular season, and now with the double bye, how do you kind of not let that momentum slow down, even though you have to wait a little bit longer for the next game?
I just think hard practices are gonna be really important for us, like staying with energy for practices, keeping our bodies healthy, and just everything for this week is really important leading up to those games because when it comes that time, that's what's most important.
Yeah, and is it kind of safe to say like this team knows what needs to be done to become Big West champions, and knowing that, just how do you guys kind of reduplicate what you've done the last couple years?
I think our team has that mindset of being champions and we know what it takes. We're constantly reminded, and I feel like we're not taking anything for granted, which I think is really important. But we've all been pretty motivated lately, and I think everyone's ready for it.
Yeah, and could you just talk a little bit about Coach? And I mean, she won Coach of the Year, just what that means for you guys as players and just the program and what she brings to the team?
Yeah, well, she deserves everything that she's gotten. She's a great coach. She's very encouraging. One of the best coaches I've had so far, and I know the team really appreciates her on and off the court. She does amazing things. I could ask for a better coach.
What can you say about your guards who made all Big West, Lily second team, Daejah first team, the seasons that they've had, and just from your vantage point, how you've enjoyed their years?
From when I've played with them, they're amazing players. They each have their own ways of playing the game, and it's incredible what they've done and what they've continued to do. And I can't wait to see what else they do. And I'm glad I've been a part of it with them as well.
it feels good to have gotten second team All Big West. But like Coach Beeman said, like we're trying to focus on the bigger picture here and win a Big West championship again and hopefully enter into the NCAA tournament in advance.
Yeah, and to win another Big West Conference tournament, what do you think this team needs to do to just do that once again?
Just stay focused and have each other's backs, make sure that we are locked in on scout and we take care of the little things off the court as well as on the court. But yeah, this group is really excited to get on the court on Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, and could you talk about just Coach winning, I mean, Coach of the Year for the third time in her career, just what she does for this program and how just much fun it is to play for her?
Yeah, Coach B definitely deserves Coach of the Year. She's a great coach. She's she always has our backs. It's awesome playing for Coach B. Like she really makes this atmosphere for our team like a family atmosphere, which is really important. And yeah, I'm just happy for Coach B, and there's many more to come for her.
Hey Lily, kind of talk about the double bye situation where you guys play on Friday. Talk about some of the advantages of getting that, time off to heal physically, but also maybe the challenges of, not immediately playing after, you guys have been so hot lately.
Yeah, I mean, getting a double bye, we get to rest our bodies and we get more time to work on things individually and as a team, but we also get to watch scout other teams before we play them. But main thing for us is just staying in shape, making sure that we're still aggressive and we are still working hard even though we have these buys. So like we had to make sure that we got extra work in. I mean, we got in the weight room this morning and a lot of us got in like sprints and we were just jogging on the treadmill this morning, making sure that we're in shape.
Just how excited you are to be able to just be in the tournament again and just your motivation, your mindset.
Um, our mindset is basically, yeah, just to win Friday, then win Saturday, but not take any team lightly. Um, like I said, like our team is really excited and we just can't wait to play on Friday.
I know you don't love talking about yourself, so I can ask about Daejah. She got sixth player of the year award honors. Hoping to get your thoughts on that. And I'm curious, do you think she might have put herself before or put the team before herself in terms of player of the year chances by coming off the bench?
I think Deja deserves a lot more credit than what she's getting, but like her main focus is to win Big West champion. So is mine and everyone else on this team. We all have a bigger goal other than just winning individual awards. But yeah, everyone, Deja, Mani, and other people on our team that should have gotten awards. It's like you said, like it's not about the individual awards. We just want the big goal. We want to get Big West champions.